What if the secret to staying strong after 70, physically, mentally, and emotionally, wasn't locked inside a pill bottle, but sitting quietly on your kitchen counter all along? As someone who has watched parents, friends, and neighbors grow older, I've come to realize that aging gracefully isn't about avoiding age. It's about learning how to live well within it. In this video, I'll share 6 of the best fruits seniors should eat daily to boost longevity, maintain clarity, and support a healthier, more independent life after 60. These aren't trendy superfoods or expensive health fads, but simple, natural options that have quietly helped generations before us. Each fruit on this list supports key areas that matter most as we age: brain function, heart health, digestion, immunity, and inflammation. So, if you're ready to reclaim your vitality through gentle, consistent choices, stay with me. And before we begin, feel free to tap subscribe, type "I'm here" in the comments, and share what healthy habit has helped you feel your best this year. There comes a point in life when we start paying closer attention to the little things, not out of worry but out of wisdom. We notice how quickly a name escapes us, how often we misplace the same set of keys, or how a conversation drifts when we try to remember something that once came easily. These aren't failures of the mind. They're gentle reminders that the brain, like the body, deserves our care and attention, especially as we move beyond 60. Among the many ways to support mental clarity in later years, few are as simple and effective as the daily addition of blueberries. Often referred to as brain berries, blueberries carry within them an impressive concentration of antioxidants, known as anthocyanins. These compounds don't just give the fruit its deep blue hue, they also help protect the brain from age-related stress, reduce inflammation, and improve communication between nerve cells, factors directly linked to memory, focus, and mental agility. What's remarkable about blueberries is not that they promise instant transformation, but that they offer gradual, steady support to one of the most important organs in the aging body. For seniors, especially those who value independence and the ability to engage meaningfully with the world around them, even a subtle improvement in memory or concentration can translate into a deeper sense of confidence and connection. It might mean remembering a grandchild's birthday without needing to be reminded. It might mean recalling the name of a neighbor you haven't seen in months, or simply feeling sharper while reading, speaking, or solving a crossword puzzle in the morning sun. These small victories often hold far more meaning than we realize, and they're nurtured not just by what we think, but by what we eat. Blueberries are especially helpful for those navigating the quiet anxieties that come with mild cognitive changes. While not a cure for dementia or memory-related diseases, the nutrients in blueberries have been shown in studies to slow cognitive decline, enhance short-term memory, and support executive function. What this means, in practical terms, is that the brain continues to operate with a level of clarity that supports autonomy, emotional stability, and an active lifestyle well into the later decades of life. And this is not just about avoiding illness, it's about preserving what makes daily life enjoyable, the ability to think clearly, recall fond memories, and interact with the people we love without hesitation or confusion. Incorporating blueberries into your daily diet doesn't require complicated recipes or expensive routines. A small handful in the morning, added to oatmeal or blended into a smoothie, can do more for brain health than most realize. Frozen organic blueberries work just as well as fresh, making them a convenient and affordable choice for anyone living on a fixed income or with limited access to grocery stores. Over time, this simple habit becomes part of a rhythm, a quiet act of self-care that speaks volumes. In a world where so much feels uncertain, choosing to nourish the mind with intention is a gentle but powerful way to stay grounded, stay engaged, and stay well. Now that we've taken a moment to honor the mind, it's only natural to turn our attention to the heart, not just the organ itself, but the strength, rhythm, and endurance it brings to our everyday lives. For many of us beyond 60 and especially past 70, heart health isn't just a topic we read about. It's something we feel in the body, whether through blood pressure readings, fatigue after a simple walk, or quiet concern when climbing a flight of stairs feels more difficult than it used to. This is where the avocado, often misunderstood as just a trendy fruit for the younger crowd, reveals itself as a steady companion in the journey toward longevity. With its smooth texture and nourishing richness, the avocado holds within it a trio of benefits that speak directly to aging gracefully: healthy fats to protect the heart, potassium to balance pressure within the body, and fiber to support stable energy throughout the day. What makes avocados so important, especially for older adults, is how they help the heart function more efficiently with less strain. As we age, arteries can become stiff, blood vessels lose flexibility, and cholesterol levels begin to shift in ways that put extra pressure on the cardiovascular system. But avocados contain monounsaturated fats, which are the kind that help lower LDL or bad cholesterol while increasing HDL, the good kind. This gentle correction in balance can reduce the risk of heart attacks and strokes, but it also does something equally important. It supports a body that feels capable, energized, and steady throughout the day. When blood pressure stabilizes, the body doesn't have to work as hard. And when the heart is at ease, we feel it in our breathing, our stamina, and even our sleep. Another reason avocados are so valuable for people in their 70s and beyond is because of their natural potassium content. Unlike processed foods, which often overload the body with sodium and trigger dangerous spikes in blood pressure, avocados help the body maintain a healthier internal balance. That means less swelling in the legs, fewer dizzy spells, and a greater sense of stability when standing, walking, or moving through daily tasks. And for those managing medications or chronic conditions like high blood pressure, this kind of nutritional support becomes more than helpful. It becomes essential. The beauty of the avocado lies not only in its nutritional value, but in how easy it is to incorporate into a daily routine. It doesn't require cooking, peeling, or preparation that tires the hands or strains the eyes. A few slices in the morning on whole grain toast, mashed with lemon and pepper beside an egg, or stirred into a lunchtime salad can offer steady fuel for the body in a form that feels comforting, not overwhelming. Over time, these small additions can quietly transform how we feel from the inside out. And in a world where aging often brings unpredictability, the quiet consistency of a heart that beats stronger and steadier each day is a gift worth nurturing. 1 ripe avocado at a time. As we continue this gentle walk through the foods that can help us live longer and feel better, it's time we talk about something we don't often see, but we feel every day: circulation. Good blood flow is like a silent engine that keeps everything running smoothly. It keeps our minds alert, our joints flexible, and our energy stable from morning until night. Yet as we grow older, many of us begin to notice that this inner flow starts to slow. We feel it in the stiffness of our knees when we stand, in the tingling of our fingers during colder mornings, or in the simple fact that walking up the stairs takes more effort than it used to. That's why the pomegranate, with its jewel-like seeds and centuries-old reputation for vitality, deserves a place in the daily lives of seniors who want to stay healthy, independent, and connected to life's little pleasures. Inside every bite of pomegranate is a rich supply of natural compounds called polyphenols. These antioxidants support the health of our blood vessels, making it easier for blood to move freely and carry oxygen throughout the body. When circulation improves, we think more clearly, we move more comfortably, and even our skin looks more vibrant. More than that, pomegranates help protect our cells from damage caused by time and inflammation. This kind of cellular protection is quiet but powerful. It's what allows us to stay mobile, to heal more quickly, and to resist the kinds of chronic conditions that often show up in the later years of life. For those of us who value not just aging but aging well, this kind of support goes far beyond numbers on a chart. It speaks to how we show up in the world each day. What's remarkable is that something as simple as a glass of 100% pomegranate juice, taken consistently in the morning, can have lasting effects. Many older adults who've added it to their routines report improvements they can feel: warmer hands and feet, less cramping after walking, and even more restful sleep. These benefits often go unnoticed when we focus only on medication or diagnoses, but nutrition plays an equally vital role in daily comfort and long-term vitality. It's also worth noting that pomegranates are particularly rich in vitamin C, which further strengthens the immune system, an added bonus for anyone looking to stay resilient through the changing seasons or during periods of recovery. You can enjoy pomegranate in a number of ways, whether you sprinkle the seeds over your yogurt, mix them into a salad, or sip a few ounces of juice alongside your breakfast. The important thing isn't how fancy the preparation is, it's the consistency. Making this fruit part of your rhythm is like giving your body a small but meaningful gift each day, one that nourishes your heart, energizes your steps, and keeps your inner systems flowing with ease. In a life that moves through seasons, the pomegranate reminds us that renewal is still possible, that strength doesn't always have to be loud, and that our health can quietly improve, one mindful choice at a time. As we move forward, let's pause for a moment to acknowledge something many of us experience but rarely talk about: digestive discomfort. With age, the body begins to process food more slowly, and what once felt easy and automatic, enjoying a hearty meal or a favorite dish, can sometimes leave us feeling heavy, bloated, or unsettled. These changes in digestion are a natural part of aging, but they don't have to become something we simply tolerate. In fact, they can be eased gently and effectively by what we choose to put on our plate. One of the most supportive fruits for gut health after 60 is the humble papaya, a golden orange tropical fruit often overlooked in Western diets, but deeply respected for its ability to soothe the stomach and strengthen the body's internal defenses. Papayas are rich in an enzyme called papain, which helps break down proteins and supports the digestive process in a way that feels almost effortless. For older adults, especially those managing multiple medications or facing common concerns like constipation, irregularity, or poor nutrient absorption, papaya can offer a gentle sense of relief and balance. When digestion improves, energy improves. Sleep becomes deeper, meals become enjoyable again, but the benefits don't stop at the gut. Papayas are also packed with vitamin C, folate, and beta-carotene, nutrients that work together to boost the immune system, protect the skin, and reduce inflammation throughout the body. And at a time in life when our immune resilience begins to naturally decline, having this daily support is not just helpful, it's empowering. There's something deeply comforting about a fruit that feels kind to the body. Papayas don't demand much from the system. They're easy to chew, light on the stomach, and pleasantly sweet without overwhelming the palate. A small serving after lunch or dinner can ease digestion in ways that many pills and supplements promise, but rarely deliver. And for those who prefer natural remedies to synthetic ones, papayas offer a simple, delicious solution that speaks to the wisdom of choosing whole, healing foods. Many seniors who've made papaya a daily habit notice that they feel less sluggish after meals, experience fewer episodes of bloating or discomfort, and even find their skin tone looking brighter over time. These improvements may seem subtle at first, but over the course of weeks and months, they add up to a greater sense of vitality and, perhaps more importantly, a quiet return of trust in one's own body. You don't need to live in the tropics or shop at a specialty market to find papayas. They're available in most grocery stores, and even a small piece a day can be enough to make a meaningful difference. Slice them fresh and eat as is. Blend them with a few mint leaves into a morning smoothie, or add a few cubes to your afternoon snack. However you enjoy them, the goal remains the same: to age with ease, to stay healthy from the inside out, and to let each bite be a reminder that comfort, clarity, and nourishment can still be part of our everyday experience, no matter what stage of life we're in. As we continue exploring the gentle power of everyday fruits, it's worth turning our attention to one of the most familiar and perhaps most underestimated foods in the senior diet: the apple. At this stage in life, when so much of our health depends on stability, routine, and internal balance, the role of apples becomes more than symbolic. They are not just the snack of our childhood or the item tossed into lunch bags. They are, quite literally, one of the most accessible and effective tools for supporting healthy aging from the inside out. After 60, the body's ability to regulate blood sugar begins to change, and many adults find themselves navigating the challenges of insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, or even full diagnoses of type 2 diabetes. In addition, inflammation, whether in the joints, the digestive tract, or the cardiovascular system, becomes a quiet but persistent threat to comfort and mobility. What apples offer is not only a way to manage these risks, but to do so in a way that's comforting, familiar, and wonderfully simple. One of the key reasons apples are so valuable for older adults is their high content of pectin, a type of soluble fiber that slows digestion and helps regulate the release of sugars into the bloodstream. This slow, steady effect keeps energy levels more stable and helps avoid the spikes and crashes that often leave people feeling tired, foggy, or irritable. For seniors managing blood sugar levels, this gentle support can mean better mood, improved clarity, and fewer disruptions to their daily rhythm. But blood sugar is only part of the story. Apples are also rich in polyphenols, plant-based compounds that reduce inflammation in the body, support heart health, and contribute to the overall resilience of cells and tissues as we age. This is especially important for those dealing with arthritis, cardiovascular concerns, or chronic fatigue, all of which are made worse when inflammation is left unchecked. What's beautiful about apples is that they ask for very little while giving so much in return. They don't need to be peeled, prepped, or blended to be effective. Just eating one apple with the skin on, especially when paired with a little protein or healthy fat like almond butter, provides a steady release of energy that can carry someone through an entire afternoon. Many seniors who make this switch, replacing processed snacks or sugary treats with a crisp apple, find that they feel lighter, more focused, and less inflamed. And over time, these small shifts contribute to something larger, a body that feels more supported, a mind that functions with more ease, and a life lived with greater balance and comfort. Whether enjoyed raw, sliced into a salad, or baked with a sprinkle of cinnamon, apples fit effortlessly into almost any daily routine. In moments when life feels uncertain, the simplicity of reaching for a fruit that supports both blood and joint health reminds us that longevity doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, the most powerful habits are the ones we've known all along, rediscovered with new purpose and appreciated with the wisdom of age. As we come to the final fruit in this journey, it's fitting that we focus not just on what keeps the body functioning, but on what keeps it renewing itself from within. Aging, for all its visible signs, begins at the cellular level. It's in the slow breakdown of tissues, the gradual weakening of systems, and the quiet fatigue that settles into our bones even after a good night's sleep. And yet there are choices we can make, small, consistent ones, that offer protection where it matters most. Red grapes, with their deep color and natural sweetness, carry a quiet strength that many overlook. Within their skin lies resveratrol, a powerful compound linked to improved longevity, cellular repair, and heart health. For seniors who wish not only to live longer, but to feel stronger through each passing year, this fruit offers a form of support that is both practical and profound. What makes red grapes so beneficial for older adults is how they help reduce oxidative stress, which is one of the most persistent threats to aging bodies. Oxidative stress is like a slow burn within the cells. It wears down tissues, accelerates inflammation, and leaves us more vulnerable to chronic conditions like heart disease, memory decline, and immune dysfunction. Resveratrol acts as a natural shield, calming this internal stress and supporting the healthy function of cells, blood vessels, and the systems that keep our energy steady and our thinking clear. For those in their 70s and beyond, this cellular support is not just a detail, it's the foundation for aging with resilience, with grace, and with strength. The benefits of red grapes also extend to heart function and blood pressure regulation, making them an especially smart choice for those managing cardiovascular concerns. Their natural compounds help relax blood vessels, improve circulation, and support the smooth flow of oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. Many older adults who add grapes to their daily routine report feeling less fatigued, fewer aches, and a greater ability to stay active without discomfort. And unlike complex health regimens that require planning or expense, grapes offer a low-effort, high-impact solution that anyone can access, regardless of lifestyle or income. What's especially comforting is how easy it is to make this fruit part of everyday life. A small bowl of red or purple grapes after dinner, perhaps slightly chilled or frozen for texture, can replace sugary desserts while still feeling like a treat. Added to a salad with walnuts or sliced alongside cheese, they become part of a nourishing routine that is not only good for the body, but satisfying to the spirit. And in moments when motivation fades or energy dips, the knowledge that you're supporting your body at a cellular level, quietly and consistently, can be a source of renewed purpose and confidence. As we wrap up this chapter on foods that help you stay healthy after 60, let red grapes be a reminder that the smallest changes, when rooted in care, can lead to the most meaningful forms of transformation. As we reflect on each of these 6 fruits, it becomes clear that the true strength behind their benefits lies not just in what they contain, but in how consistently they are embraced. Aging gracefully is rarely the result of one big decision. It's the quiet power of repeating simple habits that nourish the body and protect the mind. A handful of blueberries each morning, a few slices of avocado at lunch, or a bowl of grapes in the evening may seem small, but over time, these choices shape how we feel, move, and think. In a world filled with quick fixes and complicated diets, there is something deeply reassuring about returning to nature's wisdom, choosing foods that support longevity, reduce inflammation, and strengthen the immune system without overwhelming the senses. For older adults seeking balance and vitality, it's the slow rhythm of daily care that truly makes a difference. And in that rhythm, we rediscover our strength, quiet, steady, and enduring. In the journey of aging gracefully, the simplest daily habits often bring the greatest rewards. These 6 fruits, rich in nutrients that support brain health, heart strength, digestion, and immune resilience, can quietly transform how you feel, think, and move each day. By choosing whole natural foods, you're not just adding years to your life, but life to your years. If you've already tried one of these fruits or have a story to share about how certain foods have helped you stay healthy after 60, we'd love to hear it. Share your experience in the comments. We learn so much from one another.